we kind of it just revisited a lot of different things last week on my last episode, which was talking to Julie, kind of remembering some of the things in the journey we went through. Is, we go home, we're working because your work is kind of your life.
That's the downside. Yeah.
Right. And it's really, how do you separate that time? If myself today could go back and revisit myself at 30, those would probably be some of the things that I say is like, listen, create your date night once a week, shut, no matter what, unless it's an emergency, shut down at 7 or whatever time it is that makes the most sense, and focus on a relationship with the people in your house. So I mean that's and you're at that stage where you're just starting it out. You're just starting that journey. I mean, you're gung-ho. I remember how old are you today?
I just turned 31 last
31.
month,
I was
2
going to
months
say
ago.
30. I didn't want to rob you of a year. But that's when my wife and I at 30 is we got married at 30. We were already working together for 3 years prior to that. But when we got married, I mean, I had 80 people working for me. It was complete mayhem. I mean, we worked around the clock, and then that year my son was born. So it was just like bang, bang. I mean, I had a pack and play in my office, which I could see your office being like my office is like a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it was like my son was tossed around the office all day.
Oh, yeah.
People
were
working.
Thinking about who in the office is going to be our babysitter.
Right? Because I didn't want to send him off to, and then he got to a point, I think when he was like 2, I was like, all right, this kid is too mobile at this point. We gotta plug him into something. And we had a gymnastics daycare place right from our office, so it was nice. It was like right there, nice. And we were able to kind of grab him right after. But I think, for you, my words of wisdom from somebody who is pretty much a lot like you, or you're a lot like me too, is focus on some of those things, because you can get. I look back, nobody cares. Like, nobody cared about what I was doing then. The people that really care are the people that are in your life, like right now. You know what I mean? Those are the people that are going to be there. I look at half the people that were in my life back then, I don't even know who they are. I don't know what they're doing. And you know what? You always worry about everyone else. Focus on that, I think, is would be my words of advice. But in closing, I want you to kind of mention where you are, where you're located, or any last words of lifestyle or anything you want to add to this, because this is your time to shine.
Oh, man.
Put
me on the spot after that
man.
dad moment.
I just had a dad moment. I was like, I don't want to start crying, so I'm like, that happens every once in a while.
Put it over to me now. Yeah, our offices, like you said, we're just south of Lakewood Main Street, really just right across University Parkway on the east side of 75.